What's up, everybody? It's MrAeroHD here. We're back with another episode of my esports drift career. So for those who don't know, for the maybe new to the channel, so this is a series where I'm going to be covering all the battles that I do in esports drifting or competitive drifting. This is kind of just a way for me to learn from my mistakes and maybe get better along the way, as I used to be super competitive back in the day. I kind of lost that when I decided to make YouTube videos, and we're slowly starting to work our way back. So this was from Street Style Reborn. This was on the 25th of August. This is when the event took place. So it was called Battle of the Wagons. Anyone ended up just kind of using Audi wagons. That's why you see me and my competition both in the same car. I thought it'd be really funny to join my my friend MrAeroHD in being the team USSR. So I drove the Bled machine and he drove the Gopnik rocket. So I have some Smirnoff logos on my car and whatnot. And I thought it was just kind of funny. So I was really excited for this event. I thought I was gonna miss it, but it ended up getting pushed back a week and was taking place on a Saturday instead of a Sunday. So I was like, sick, I can make this. I'm going up against YR34. Gonna be honest, if you're watching, I had no idea who this guy was. I knew he was in the community. I knew he wasn't just a newbie, but I've never driven against him before. So I said, you know what? I think I got a pretty good chance. This Audi's driving really well. Yeah, so here's gonna be the first run. Okay, so I might show the run from stream. This is the replay. This is the saved replay. But what happened on the SSR live stream was very different, and I'll show you guys where the differences were.
Looks good. Aero throwing a little more angle at it. A little bit of taps here and there. Oh, he's slowing up a bit there. Yeah, like
but you see, he half throttled the just before the last flip point. It was half throttled, so that could have been what caused that.
No, I think that one was, as much as, you know, I might get a little flack for it. I think that might be on Aero, just because his first time he looked like he threw a little more angle at it and let off for a second.
Yeah.
And then the second time, it looked like Aero was letting off because he was a little too far inside, trying to reposition the car to get outside.
So we start our 50 roll. You don't see like the gate car for some reason. So my car pulls dumb angle, but I was very nervous and kind of tired when I started this, so I didn't really pull a confident entry here. I did enter really early, but as soon as I hit here, I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna make the corner, so I'm gonna throw angle, which is right what I did here. I could save this. This wasn't a spin. I wasn't over rotating. I was completely in control of the car and did it on purpose. So I was on power here, ready to go inward. I'm out of the outer zone like I'm supposed to be. YR34 ends up making contact with me here. I don't know if you guys can hear it. We'll see if we can hear it. Yeah, so he hits me. In the stream, let's say this, like you could see this is where his body line of the car is. He's actually probably right about here in the stream. So it looks like I just twitched. You know, my run was very smooth from when I was playing it, and I was also live streaming at the time. So I straighten up, I'm like, wow, he hit me, oh my goodness. Back onto where I'm hit the clip properly. He's pretty close, but at this point I think I have an advantage, right? Because he ran into me. I wasn't really slowing down. I'd been running like that in practice. That's where you're supposed to be. That's the ideal line. You know, I'm like, sick, cool. So right here, as I'm going wide to, again, fill the zone where I think the zone is. I'm pretty sure the zone's right here. So he's going super shallow to keep up with me at this point. So I'm like, I'm going to throw more angle again. And, you know, maybe this is dirty driving or whatever. We can have that argument. But as you said, you know what? I'm going to toss more angle. So I'm going to be like this in this little horseshoe part, and he's going to hit me again. Because he's not going to be ready. But what I can do is, if you do it properly, you can fill the whole outer zone. Oh, I should say that there was no qualifying for this at all. For those who are wondering why I didn't show qualifying, there was none. It was just, you know, they seeded people as they showed up. As you can see right here, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna throw a big angle, but if you wash it off right about here, you can pull it out to the outer zone. He's not ready, hits me again. Again, you can't see it, but again, the judges, look at him after he hits me. Wait, look at me after he hits me. I was making that corner. I've been doing it all through practice. This was not a big deal for me. If I waited till right about here, it was fine. And he wasn't ready. He made contact. But he didn't look like he hit me at all on the stream. No, it didn't look like any contact was made, so they deemed both of those my fault. And I might make a video based on that in the future, because this happened a lot where they said, oh, like, this person didn't make contact and this guy just twitched and whatever and was just twitchy. But that's not what happened at all. And I ended up getting ahead at least twice. I don't remember if it was 3 times, but it was at least twice in this run. So I'm thinking we're going into the next run with a big advantage. Turns out that was not the case. And yeah, this was my follow run.
Yeah, Aero.
Oh, no.
Aero got a top 10 finish in season 1. This is not a foregone conclusion. Right there, giving him a little tap, no real issue there. A little waggling, but that's so end.
Oh, same problem. He had the same problem.
Oh,
The front
I think
got
it's coming
sucked
off
in.
that bump. I think it's what got him.
Yeah.
All right, so coming into my follow run here, again, I think that we're at an advantage. I think I'm at a disadvantage. He enters a bit center track. I'm a bit wider, so I'm going to be able to cut in here really nice. You see, he's filling that outer zone just like I did, just not as much angle. I've committed to running a bit shallower of a line just so I can get close to him, because I gave him a bit. This time I got to get used to is giving less gap coming off of 50 rolls, which are a pace roll to make sure the lead driver doesn't take away from you or take off from you. So he's going to come back in here. No contact is made. You can see his car doesn't twitch and mine doesn't twitch. So I'm just really, really close to him. Let him transition. I'm going to squeeze back into him here. And then the nail in the coffin is I start pulling angle here, which is way too early. Normally, like you guys remember that video or the last run, I was right about here, about a car length from whatever he was between these two cones. So I start pulling in here. So now I'm just going to wash out and not be able to bring the car out wide like I was supposed to. But I'm still thinking, you know what, minor mistake. I was way more consistent in the follow than he was. We should at least get it one more time. If not, you know, that being a me win. But the battle went to Wire 34. And again, I mean no disrespect to Wire 34. He did had a great lead run. Nothing wrong with his driving. No disrespect to the judges. They can only judge what they see. But I probably will be making a video in the future more or detailing more what's wrong with this collision system, because right now what it's doing is basically putting an imaginary hitbox around my car because I'm lagging on his screen and he's lagging on my screen. But you don't see it in the replay, you don't see it in spectate, you only see it if you watch my point of view and his point of view. So the judges didn't know I was hit, and again, this would have been a one more time if it wasn't for that, and I'm really disappointed because I feel like we would have done really, really well. This car was really, really dialed. But unfortunately, again, you can't win them all, and we're gonna be back. I think our next competition is the one that I know of is ESDA Zuka, which is gonna be at the end of September. Again, keep following me on Twitter, keep posting me on Twitch. I will be streaming all my practice for Suzuka. I will be streaming my qualifying and my runs if I can. And if I don't end up making the top 4, I will be commentating. I'll be commentating September 8th for ESDA Daytona. Thanks guys for watching. I love you. And again, no disrespect to the staff. It's just one of those things, and I'm going to be touching on it a little bit more in the future. So thank you. Take care. Peace.